Thank you, sir. At the outset, support wholeheartedly this sincere effort of our government, and all Indians will be proud that today, for the first time, the UPA-led government has thought of doing something good for this country. And I must congratulate the Minister that in spite of failure of the RTE and so many other confessions of sincerity falling by the way, on the way in the progress of the country, the Nalanda University Bill is an extremely welcome step. Sir, in the years gone by, India has seen many great thinkers like Sri Aurobindo, Vivekananda, who rose above religion, caste, creed, color, and could envision India as a country that was destined to lead this world in the world of spirituality. And Sri Aurobindo had created a small example which he wanted to manifest on earth through the education system which is practiced in the Sri Aurobindo International Center of Education at Pondicherry, where I had the good fortune of spending a few years. Sir, Nalanda University was side by side operating along with other universities of great learning in this country. It was not limited to Shahnawazi's Vikramshila or Takshila alone, but what was known as Bihar and Orissa earlier, or I would put it Orissa and Bihar earlier. It used to be one whole complexity of humanity where learning was at its peak in this part of the world. And I am proud that we belong to a country which gave the very first universities to this world. When Nalanda, Takshila and Vikramshila were operating in a certain part of the world, simultaneously, concurrently, there was also Pushpagiri, about which Huinsang, Fa Yin have written in their treatises that before Nalanda, historically it is a proven fact, before Nalanda came into existence, Pushpagiri was the highest, Pushpagiri Vihar was the highest center of learning in the whole world. People came from Greece, people came from Persia, from Indochina, from China, from very many places around the globe to study here, to teach here, to take back learning to their respective countries. We know that when whether Christ was crucified and when he was resurrected, the period in between, ensuing period, it is said that he came east, he came to India. The prophet, someone said, had mentioned once that the essence of wisdom he had derived in his life was from the east. In this background, while supporting this bill and trying to make my speech as short and definitive as possible, I would request this government to look at our education as it is today. And since in the East Asia summits of 2007 and 2009, So many other countries have reposed the faith on India that this is probably the only country where the base of higher education can be created. It is our solemn duty that we live up to this expectation of all our neighboring countries. We all know we have terrible relationship with our neighboring countries. But this, the minister must be congratulated. He has taken the right step that through education, she has taken, sorry, it was a gender mistake, sir, I correct myself, that she has taken that through learning, through education, we can create bonds and we can make cords, we can tie cords with our neighborhood, which will go a long way in building a more peaceful, amicable and equitable Asia. The Look East policy that was espoused by Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee is something that we all appreciate. And while saying that, we also know that the Mahayana Buddhism, the Vajrayana Tattva, which today is headed by the Dalai Lama, the present Dalai Lama, this Tattva was founded at Pushpa Vihar Giri, which is based in Orissa. And if you are dealing with Nalanda, it is only proper that we consider Pushpagiri Vihar as a complex which should be part of this center of learning, this center of excellence. Sir, it is not only Yale or Cambridge or Harvard that we should look up to. There, only the sons of millionaires will go and study. It is not necessary to make foreign universities have an easy game of India. We were the leaders in education, but we have lost our path, we have lost our moorings in the process of history. And it is time, I must congratulate Madam, that she has, in her own way, found the moorings to bring back this society back on its keel. When only two religions existed in this subcontinent, Sanatana Dharma, I am not saying Hindutva, that is a colored and discriminatory word. Sanatana Dharma, the essence, and Jainism, and later on came Buddhism and Sikhism. But when these two religions, these two paths of life, they are not even religions but two paths of life, existed in this subcontinent, it was a process of learning that created the gurus. It was not a blind faith in customs and in mere rituals. Everybody here knows that the maritime activities that were emanating from Kalinga, the then Kalinga, which is part of Orissa now, spread the Indian thoughts of Jainism and later on Buddhism to the Far East and even as far as Arabia. And this, sir, I would like to say, was a period when other parts of India were in the darkness, were uneducated, and in some ways, I am not denigrating nobody, but in some ways, they were underdeveloped. That time, the area that is Bihar and Orissa now gave light to the human mind. So, I would go back to Huyen Tsang's treatises, and I would request this government, I will not beg, like we heard yesterday, somebody was begging. I will not beg, but I would say that taking a leaf out of Sri Aurobindo, and sir, you know me, sir, I am very, sir, taking a leaf out of Sri Aurobindo's and Vivekananda's teachings, and what Yuan Sang had said in his treatises. Let us create a complex of higher education where you get Pushpagiri Vihar, sir, I'm mixing up, Pushpagiri Vihar, Nalanda together and create a center of excellence of learning where our students, our future generations, not only of India, but also of Myanmar known as Burma, of Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, even China, even Pakistan and Afghanistan, they should feel attracted to come here. They should feel attracted to study here and learn facts of life, learn things of spiritual excellence, of not only materialism, but also thoughts which are much greater than what we encounter today on the streets. So I would only request that this should be considered seriously. I support this bill very, very wholeheartedly, which is a rare thing for me. And our party, the Biju Janata Dal, also supports this bill, and we only want that it should be built into a complex, and Pushpagiri Vihar should also be made into a complex along with Shahnawaz Ji's Vikramshila, Takshila, and of course Nalanda.
Yeah, please wind up. Samalai.
Sir, Samajwadi Party wants Islamabad, but sir, I would suggest that this should be taken very seriously and we should go ahead with this. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Kindly be brief.
To speak on the bill, Nalanda University Bill 2010. Nalanda University is a prestigious institute adding